everyone. It's Faith Rivera, and I'm here on Aloha Rising with a very, very special show. Again, coming to you from Hawaii, and where we're going to talk mana, music, magic, and I'm going to emphasize magic and more. I have a very special guest, and if you've been following me, you may have heard my story, and she's listening in on it now. But when we first met, it was years ago. It's probably over a decade on the Big Island at our Humanity Unites Brilliance, a hub gathering. And this collective of Hawaiian shaman and wisdom keepers came to our gathering as if coming from the rainforest, to share their wisdom at a time when the world really needed it. And we need it also right now. And she was and is her leader. And in her presence, I'm telling you, I saw the sun break through the clouds, the tide rise. I saw turtles appear as if on her command. And I believe it's, just her alignment with all of life, with all of nature and the cosmos. And it really was one of the most mystical experiences I've ever had. And so this special guest that I'm going to bring on is a native kahuna, a high priestess, a kumu, a teacher, and a healer at her core. She's the president of Kaleo'ona Kahuna Lapa'au o Hawaii. It is an incredible project, really intending to build this healing center that welcomes all people to be built on the sacred sites, the sacred temples on the Big Island, and their mission to heal the heartbeat of our people and planet Earth. And that's already what she's up to. So who is this amazing person? Well, it is Kumu Leina'ala Brown. And I'm just so honored to have her. And you can hear her presence right now. I hand it off to you, Kumu.
Aloha mahui. Aloha mahui. Aloha maui. Aloha maui. Oh, vauno ka aie. Ua mahi au mai ka poi loko ka ma. Lama lama e. Oh, vauno ka mauli o la e. Oh, vauno ka po. Kakaele ma wahua. O na ki a paue. Kahi ke kino I ho. No me a paue. Kai au I kupio. Ona a nue ma wahai no kai a pau ka mau na mana o me ana me a pau o va no la me a ka ona ka makanina he Kahua, una o Kumu lipo. O vauno, ka ahie. Eia mako, amama, wanoa, mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. Aloha Faith.
I got chicken skin already. We don't even need to talk, Hakumu. That was it.
That was it.
No, thank you. What a gift, Kumu. Where are you coming from on the Big Island?
I'm coming from Puʻuhonua Mea in Volcano, Hawaii. I'm 3.5 miles away from Tutupele, which is a volcano here on the island of Big Island, Hawaii.
Mhm. How how are you feeling? I mean, when you Oli like that, does something take over? Are you I don't know, what are you feeling when you give that, when you share that energy and
It's the
yeah.
ancestors that come in. And they come from, forth from the void into the light, and they share their love. So it is remembering that we are the breath that nurtures all life. So
Mhm.
I'm coming from the emptiness of releasing, letting go, and just being that love is all there is. Aloha, above love, that kind of hollowness beyond all consciousness, and we're awakening the consciousness of
Yes.
self.
Yes.
Inanna te tumu, inanna te tumu hana, and our ohana and family, and inanna te tumu in our work, and inanna te tumu lipo across the world.
Mhm.
Awaken.
Mhm. Mhm. Well, I mean, I had to have you on this show. I mean, it's called Aloha Rising, and I know you've been a big part of opening up my heart to what aloha really is, even though I was born and raised here, right? We grow up and I just saw the grass, the plastic grass skirts and the tourism, which I honor all those people coming here. But when I was younger, it really took me meeting you, Kumu, to understand that. And you had once told me that Hawaii is the heart chakra of the planet. Could you talk more about that and what is the role of aloha in these transformational times?
When we look at Hawaii, the word, or the essence of the Ha is the breath. When we look at understanding the value of the waters of life, the greatness of the elementals here upon Hawaii, we live in a timeline of this world. But Hawaii truly goes beyond that. So when you're asking me this question, it's really being able to step into wano kapoho kaele mawaho ai no keapau, which is understanding the I within us that is creation and divine, and then the I and the all as we embrace not just the grass skirts, not just the hula skirts and the Waikiki, but the
Mhm.
depth where I just came out of Waipio or Puʻuhonua Mea volcano, or um, the valley of Waipio, which means the fresh waters of E in the beginning of time. So it really does draw a very essence of the rainbows across the waters from Hawaii, the Piko, the heartbeat, which we call Ita Puʻuhonua, the healing
Mhm.
heartbeat of Eola Alahu Ita Puʻuhonua o Hawaii, the breath of the waters of E. And we're connecting to that consciousness, awakening to that consciousness, being that consciousness, living in a world, modern, yet the ancient kaunas hold on to the continuum of all the kamana o i'o, of minds that matters in the beginning of creation, the kumulipo.
Okay. There's just so much there, Kumu. And what's amazing is I know we're all of it, meaning, you and I had talked before we came on, and I tell you, like, I got to go cook dinner. I got to do like the things of the world, like, and I know you're a mom and a grandma, and yet there's this cosmic calling that you're saying. And so you talk about the I, and I'm imagining that's also like from different traditions when they say the I am. Is that related, Kumu, at all to the Hawaiian word about mana, about that spiritual energy? Could you share about that? The I am, and mana. How, tell us
I,
about that,
you
please.
know, been growing up in a family on one side in Kauai, where the kaunas, my lineage, Mo'oku Auhau, come from.
Mhm,
They speak of the Obao no Ka'ai. And then on the other side is my Kauai is my father, Mo'oku Auhau. Oahu is my mother, Na'ali'i o Kahuna. When they speak of Obao no Ka'ai, they really mean the I am is remembering where we come from, who we are,
mhm,
and why we're here. So when you're talking about I am, you're looking to the divine. There is a source much greater than us, Kane. So Kane Huna, Motu is one of the highest Ovano Kaha that is expressing that breath that nurtures us, creator, returning. That's why we call it the rise of Mu, return to Piko. That is beyond all emptiness, all hollowness, beyond all consciousness. It is who we connect to divine. We are the I that is connected to the I am that is yes, divine, creator. Ikakuya yo tarangi mai.
What is Mu though? I mean, as for like the I am rise of Mu, is that energy?
The rise of Mu is a prophecy that was given to us as they prepared us in 1978 to become kahunas. And they prepared us from the time of birth. And not always is it an easy journey.
Excuse me, Kumu. When you say they, do you
The
mean like
kahunas, the
the,
kahunas.
the teachers here, both?
All the teachers,
Okay.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So the teachers, the kumus, all of the high priests, priestesses were the ones that came to look for those that were chosen. All of us have been chosen upon the planet Earth. To understand the I am, we have to go under their wings. I always say that, to the wings of our tupuna, which are our elders, our teachers, our high priests, priestesses. Yes.
And mana is just a way to describe that spiritual energy or that life force. Is that correct?
Mana is the life force.
It is the life force. Okay.
It is the life force to the source, divine.
Okay. Okay. Well, talking about that rise of Mu, I know you have this powerful event in November from the 20th to the 23rd, centered around, right, this not only idea, but this mission that you were saying already, that you're speaking to, that we're all here for, but focused on healing the heartbeat of Hawaii and the world. Could you share with us about that gathering, I guess your mission, what it will look like, and is there an invitation to everyone?
We welcome everyone to come. It is the first time in the history of Hawaii that this will ever take place at such a level of frequency and vibration, Faith. It's not an easy thing to speak about because of the power of this love that has taken forever to bring forward, and it's amazing. Yes, so
Yes.
when we're speaking about the rise of Moon, and we're welcoming everyone to come, they're saying, so where am I going and what am I going to be doing? In that time, it's way beyond our comprehension of being able to come and come straight to a temple. Can you imagine when you get to see the kahuna lapa'au coming in? You're not in a room. You're going to be meeting me on the kahunas, which are your masters of high priest and priestess, on the heiau of Puʻuhonua Hōnaunau on your first day of the 20th. And then from the 20th, you're with us from 11 to 4, and then you're going to hi'uwai au au kaina. What on earth, Faith, is that?
That's what I'm saying. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So what on heaven and earth is that? We need to cleanse by ho'oponopono. Ho'omaimai kahi'uwai ola. Ho'omana mai ola is the cleansing, the actual cleansing of through water. So you'll be right on the shores of learning beside us, walking beside us through ceremony into a class that is going to dive deep into the Ho'omana mai ola, which is the ultimate healing of divine source connected to healing the heal thyself within us. And then we're going to the kai, and then we're going to kapu kapu kai, cleansed by water, by the sea of Tanairoa. So I'm
Mhm.
going to take those deep into the culture that many have not seen.
Yes.
Um, before it was kind of our playground area. That's your first step, and then you
Uh-huh.
pow. When you pow, then we will go back and we relax and pule and prayers, and everyone has time to catch your breath, and then you join me again. We will probably go to Queen Emma's Summer Palace of Huliheʻe on the 21st day. And that again is from 10 to about 1, or the temples may call us again. So we're actually on temples when we're doing the work. And then that night is E Ala, is when the
Eala.
concert ends. E Ala.
Eala.
Right. And then you join us, on the 22nd day, which is a workshop of all the masters coming to share with our community base and the world of the various, they call it modalities in the medical divisions in the world, or they
Mhm.
call it lopa'au. And then all of the masters and the kumus and kumu hulas, and these are all your teachers that will be coming out to share in the arts and crafts and artistries of
Mhm.
divine rise of moon, return Ka Piko.
Wow.
The last day I want to just
Mhm.
share. So take a deep
There's so
breath.
much. Okay, go on.
So much. So as I'm doing and writing this, I need to take a breath every time, because and then they said, take them on a voyage. I said, where? And they said, when I say they, I'm talking about our ancestors. Every single one of us have divine ancestors. They love us so much, so much. They want us to have
Mhm.
as much as possible in understanding that aloha is love, is all there is. And then we go on a voyage on the catamaran to Kealakekua Bay. This pathway is a pathway to the gods on Kona, Hawaii, yes. Um,
Mhm.
and um, you're on a catamaran, being able to decompress all of this. And we go into ceremony, and we're at Kealakekua Bay on the catamaran to give gratitude and thanksgiving to Keakuiʻoio tarangi mai parao te atua as well, and decompress. And that is our final journey. 4 days of a journey to the rise of Mu. Love is all there is. Return to
Mhm.
being you, the divine within you is connected to divine source.
Kumu, I mean, like, I'm sure, it's these 4 days, but isn't it like you and all the other kumu and kahuna and everyone involved really have been preparing their whole life for this kind of moment at this time?
Yes.
I
Mahalo.
know, like,
Um, yes.
oh, yeah.
When we are born, when you're born into a family that are kahuna,
Mhm.
lapa'au,
Mhm.
and they come from the ali'i, or sacred families, they're hidden. So these children that have these wonderful gifts in the world are amazing, amazing beings of light. These amazing beings of light now are ready to share. It's taken from the year 1978 to today being the first of 2025 to even consider sharing what we're about
Yeah.
to share on
Yeah.
November 20th to the
Mhm.
23rd. Um, so it's a magical, mystical time of
Yes.
stepping back into time, reclaiming your divine birthright, and
Mhm.
stepping forward
Yes.
into divine
Yes.
abundance and prosperity. This
Yes.
is amazing. Yeah.
It is. It is. And you talk about it being hidden, most of, whatever the normal world is, right? That's following politics or, all that. And all those things do matter, but they all come from our knowing or not knowing of who we are and knowing that power of aloha and that love. And, Kumu, has always, what struck me the most when you first shared is I was waiting for someone like you, a native, of Hawaii and of these teachings and the wisdom keeper who said that this aloha is meant for everyone. Because growing up, sometimes that's not the message I got. And so, for those of you listening in, I just want you to know how an incredible of an opportunity this is to be invited, as you're saying, Kumu, into these what used to be more secret and more private. But this is, I know from when we met you, Kumu, you're like, this aloha is meant for all. It's meant for the world. Um, so if I have this part in my show, Kumu, like as we finish up and talk just a little bit more, I call it the aha. So I don't know if aha translates to anything in Hawaiian. Maybe it's the breath. I don't know. But the aha is a the aha is the section where we just share an insight and something powerful for the listener. I mean, everything you've shared honestly has been an aha. But let me ask you this question for the aha. If, like Kumu, say someone paid for you to have a billboard or be able to send a message to the whole world, what would that be? What would you want everyone to know?
Inana te tumu ia oi. E hola la hui te puwai ola o Hawaii I ta poe I ta honua. For the rise of Mu is for everyone. Aloha is for everyone. E hola la hui is raising our nations, our people's consciousness, where love is all there is. E hola la hui te puwai ola is our heartbeat, awakening our heartbeat and soul. When you step into this, especially this, return to Piko, e hola la hui te puwai ola o Hawaii ta honua, healing of all peoples of planet Earth. E komo mai come. Join us in the mana'o of divine love and peace, prosperity lokahi, as we come to a time of hidden magic, mystical magic of Ovao no Ka'ai, Inana te tumu. Welcome home.
Wow. That's a very big billboard. No, I'm kidding. Oh, that message. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Even when you start speaking in Hawaiian, I don't understand. My brain doesn't understand, but my heart does. My heart really does. And so I have another section in my show and I end it called the dare. And it's really the offer and the challenge. And you've just dared everyone in the most loving way to come. Like you said, to be a part of it. Did you say mana'o? What does that mean?
The thoughts, the
Be
very
part of
essence within you, the thoughts
Mhm,
within you
mhm.
matter. You matter. Wherever you
Yes.
are in the world, you matter.
Yes. Oh my, okay, that's the shortened version of your billboard. You matter.
You are
I
the
love that.
love.
Yeah. I love that, Kumu. So, as we begin to close out this really powerful show, how best can they be in touch with you? Or maybe, Kumu, you can share the different ways, services or ways you can support people, but up to you. But I just want them to know all about you, how they can be served and also connect with you, please.
They're more than welcome. Evelina mai kaku. You're more than welcome to email me the Kumu Leina'ala at yahoo.com. I'm not always available by phone. There's an emergency to the kahunas come out. Absolutely. In preparing for this, we also have the Iala, which is the dance, and I'm producing
Yes.
that as well.
Yes.
So we would keep it simple to the Kumu Leina'ala at yahoo.com. If you
Yes.
can't reach me, there is Angelica, and I have other representatives that will assist you in any way possible to make it so simple in your joining us.
Yes.
This is the most inexpensive that we've ever gone, and you're going to love Kona Hawaii, and you will love the temples where the magic happens, and
Yes.
be on the Queen's Palace of Huliheʻe, and you'll be staying at the hotels of the King Cam. So
Mhm.
it's so much to offer. Even I am overwhelmed by even hearing it this moment.
Yes, yes, yes. And yeah, can you imagine, Kumu? You offered it to me. I mean, my head's like, wait, what? But your
What?
heart is like, yes, you know. So, so I want to really encourage everyone that might be listening in. You know, I'm also going. I'm taking Kumu's dare to know myself in such deeper ways and to serve the planet by my saying yes. And like she said, you matter. You and I matter. Your heart and your love matter. So if your heart's calling you to be with us, come, just come. And Kumu, we will put all of your information, you know, into the show notes. Um, and is there any other words you want to share, Kumu, of how we can support, you know, you and the work of your collective? I guess the best thing is to come, but is there any other ways?
And this is a once in a lifetime opportunity in
Yes.
that area of Kona, Hawaii, as we just came out of Waipio,
Yes.
and with Puʻuhonua mea from Volcano to the end of where the rise of Mu is. And so just come and just be that divine sun that shines, an awakening spirit of Mu and Lemuria. It
Yes.
is connecting you to source, source to us, we to you, and just being in Lokahi and stand in the light and open your heart and soul, and healer, heal thyself. You know,
Yes.
and we're
Yes.
very grateful to have all of you. Doesn't matter how many come.
Yeah. Oh my God, your rooster is like, yeah, like
Yes,
it's just
yeah, my
cheering.
rooster. I got my rooster in the farm in back, this little place in Volcano, and the animals get very active when we chant and you hear them.
Yeah. His chanting is well. In fact, Kumu, I was gonna say, I'm just gonna say a quick, you know, goodbye, and then you know you can feel free if you want to chant us out. So, thank you again, everyone, for being on this, you know, listening in, tuning in, and being a special part of this show with Kumu Leina'ala Brown. The invitation is here. I will have it all in the show notes. If you have felt moved, please like, subscribe, and share this episode with everyone. And again, know that you matter. And I'm going to pass it off to Kumu to just chant us out.
Oh, my kai ke mai luna mai. Ona mea una no e ola mai oh my hola mai hola mai oh mai kai ke mai luna mai ona mea una no e hola mai oh my oh my oh my oh my kai ke mai luna mai ona mea una no hola mai oh my oh my oh my Yamako Amama Oanoa Aloha Wiho.
Mm. Mahalo, Kumu. What a gift to have you and your teachings here. I hope to see you and everyone on the Big Island in November. Aloha, everyone. Thank you, Kumu.